All right, we are recording. We are live. We are good to go.
All right.
3.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Mr. Gorbachev.
Turn up this podcast.
I'm in this for the money and the pussy, and they're both falling off the trees.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 71 of the Reasonable Doubt podcast. As always, we are your hosts, C. Griff.
And Chicka J Money.
How's everyone doing? Welcome to all the new listeners we picked up in the last week. Hope you're having a good time.
Welcome.
Good to see you. Good to hear you. How we doing today? How are you doing?
I'm fucking a little rattled. I won't put those on my head. I'm a little rattled. Okay, I watched this cartoon on Netflix called Inside Job.
Okay.
Do you know this one?
It's ringing a bell, but I don't know if I've seen it.
It's great. You should watch it.
Okay.
This is the problem. This is the problem right here, okay?
Okay.
So people haven't watched it. It's a really good cartoon.
Okay.
Basically, like, they work for this secret agency that deals with all this, like, all the conspiracies.
Okay.
They make them happen.
Okay.
And, like, deal with keeping them under wraps, shit like that, right?
Okay.
And, like, all this weird stuff. And then there's other, like, the Illuminati's another organization that they're in, like, competition with.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah, it's funny. It's really good.
That's,
it's
like, right
really
up your alley.
Yeah, it's super well written. It's super well written. Like, it's hilarious. It didn't get another fucking season.
That happens so much.
2 seasons, and it got fucking canceled. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But Chicago Party Ant still is going.
Chicago what?
Chicago Party Ant. Yeah, don't know it because it's trash.
What's Chicago Party
It's
Ant?
some shit knockoff fucking. It's basically a sitcom in cartoon form, but like a trash, like some trash fucking Chuck Lorre shit that you would see out there.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like just garbage.
I don't know what it is about adult animation, but it seems like they try to make it look as shit as possible.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Man, there's some really good ones. Mm-hmm. And then there's absolute fucking garbage. And the good ones, like, don't pick up enough traction. I guess what happened with Inside Job, I looked into it, was that
It was an inside job.
the algorithm just didn't push it enough.
Oh, okay.
Because, like,
It's all about the algorithms these days, man.
Whatever, give it enough, like, key tags.
And that's enough to get a show canceled.
And it just didn't get viewed enough. But Chicago Party Ant, which is fucking trash.
I'm going to look up Chicago Party Ant because I want to see what it looks like.
It's horrendous. It's literally about a nephew who goes and lives with his aunt, who's like a degenerate piece of shit in Chicago.
Oh, it's this show.
Yes, it's trash.
It looks like Big Mouth.
Yes, yeah, but it's way worse. It's way, way, way worse.
This looks awful.
Yeah, it's trash. It's literal garbage. It's renewed for more seasons.
It's like this, fucking Big Mouth, Paradise PD.
Okay, don't knock Paradise PD.
Dude, it's bad.
Paradise PD is good trash.
It's not good.
It's hilarious.
It just
That's
seems
why
lazy.
I have a Virginia t-shirt is because of that show.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Your Virginia tea?
Yeah, my Virginia tea. Because of that show, because of that bit. You've seen the bit with him in it? No?
No.
Okay, so the one big fat guy,
Yeah.
he's like big fat cop in it. He's calls up the one, like the dog
Yeah.
that he's talking to. It's a
dog?
Yeah, it's a dog.
Well, how does he
And-
talk to the dog?
No, he's like, got a really high voice, but he's got a southern accent.
The dog.
No, the fucking
Oh,
fat
the
dude.
fat guy? Okay.
Yeah, so he's talking to the dog, and he's like, hey, like, I can't make rent this month. And he's like, well, Dustin, it's probably because you fucking spend too much money on all your cats. And he's like, no. It kind of pans over, and they're, like, playing PS3 and shit. Like, it's hilarious. And he's like, well, what do you have that you can sell? And I'll post it online for you, and that way you can, like, get some money. And he goes, well, I do have my Virginia tea. And he's like, you what? You want to sell that? And he's like, yeah, I can sell that. And he's like, okay, we can't post this on eBay, though. Like, this is going to have to go on the dark web. He's like, oh, okay. Like, doesn't think anything of it. He's like, My uncle always wanted it, but I told him he was too big. He was going to stretch it out.
Oh.
And so he keeps saying this, and it goes on. And then it ends up being this fucking XXL I Heart Virginia t-shirt. It's like one of my favorite moments in the show. It's great.
Yours is just a shirt with like just a picture of the state of Virginia.
And it says Virginia underneath it, I think. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I love it.
Have you ever heard of the radio show The Champ?
No.
The
What
Champ?
is this?
I guess it was serialized like all across Canada, and if you talk to people that are like 5 years older than us, they remember it.
The Champ.
The Champ. It was made by a guy called like Jake the Bro or Bro Jake or something like that.
Okay.
He was a radio DJ, and it was like a little bit he would insert like in between songs or whatever, and it would just drive people to the radio stations. They still play it like out west and out east, but it used to be all over like CHF, like CHPL.
Yeah.
I think that's AM 980. They used to play it a bunch, like all these things. But it was like a skit of this character he had come up with. He was like a retired boxer that was like hit in the head too many times, so he's got temper problems.
Oh my God.
And it would always be like his buddy would come up and say something that was like vaguely sexual. And it would like every single one would follow the same bit. It would be like vaguely sexual, and then the champ is the like boxer guy would beat the shit out of his friend, and it would always end with "Ever since I've been the champ." It's like I just got put onto it, and I can't stop listening to them. They're so
good?
funny. Yeah, he's like, it would always be like, "Oh, I took like my wife out to get like a facial done at the mall, and it was really expensive." And my friend looks at it and goes, "Whoa, looks like you blew your wad all over your wife's face." And I go, "Pardon?" He goes, "Oh, it looks like you blew your wad all over your wife's face." And then he just describes kicking the shit out of his friend. He's like, "I hit him with 3 lefts in a row. He was begging for a right." You gotta check it out, dude. It's actually
Dude,
so
I'll look it up.
fucking
That
funny.
sounds
The
fucking
Champ.
awesome.
But it's like everyone who's never heard it on the radio loves it.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. It's fucking killing me. But everyone who had to like grow up listening to it on the radio all the time hates it.
Why? Because it was just dumb.
Because it was just dumb, and you heard it like 3 times a day, every day. But it's killing me.
Yeah.
You got to look into the Champ.
I will.
What are you been up to this week? What's your week been like?
Man, I'm contemplating a new job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Always a fun place to be in.
Yeah, I won't talk about it on here, but
No, it's highly confidential.
yeah, it is. I just
He's
tell
going to
my
be turning
friends.
tricks, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Prostitution, male
Go look
prostitution.
at Central and Colborne.
Yeah,
that's where you'll find
the
him.
spot. Yeah, yeah. Never mind. Yeah, I don't know, man. I've been just working a lot this week.
Yeah.
I did go to Square One yesterday.
Yeah,
Those people are different.
I've never been to Square One. Like, what's the draw? Is it just a big mall?
It's just a big ass mall with a
Okay.
lot of high end stores. They have like a Holt Renfrew and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's fucking way too fancy. I was fucking around in Holt Renfrew. I rolled around on their couch.
Did you?
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a gigantic couch. I rolled around on it. I was laughing. Yeah.
It's very you.
Yeah.
I've lost the mall has like lost its allure to me.
You know
When I
why?
hit, like,
Because we're
my
too
20s.
poor.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what it is. I noticed that when I was there. I'm like, we're definitely more poor than these people. And
Yeah.
that's why we don't get it.
That's why, we don't get the mall culture.
It's like,
but like
why?
Kanye raps about, like, used to rap about going to the mall.
Yeah, and back when we were 16, I could go to the mall too. But like,
Yeah, getting Orange Julius, rip that place up.
yeah, I'm too old now, and I'm like, I have bills. I can't come in here and drop $200 on a shirt.
No, I can't.
You know?
The mall used to be more fun, it seems like. Maybe it's because I was 16 when I used to go a lot, but it seemed like there was more to do.
Well, I think what it was is back then you couldn't go to a bar. You wanted to go somewhere that wasn't the house, and you weren't able to go to the
couldn't
bar.
get drunk yet.
Yeah.
So
So that was the solution. Yeah, you're like, oh, this mall place.
do you remember that there's a very short period of your life where you pulled we call it behind your back, we call it pulling a Christian.
What?
When you make a rash life change for no reason and then walk it back.
Like what? Like what? Give me an example.
When you were talking about how you're like, I'm not going to bars anymore. I'm going to hang out with my friends in coffee shops. Do you remember this?
I do.
And you said that, and everyone was like, cool. And then the second you were gone, everyone's like, that's going to last 6 days.
Yeah, what ended up happening is I went to a couple coffee shops.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I'm a regular at coffee shop. I started going there every morning.
Yeah.
And then I was like, these people are intolerable douchebags.
What, the people that go there or the people that work there?
Both. Yeah. I was like, I can't do this shit.
It's like no one wants to hang out at 9 a.m.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Come on. On the East Coast, when I was out in Halifax, a guy used to go to coffee shops all the time.
Yeah.
Like I only went to the bar maybe once every other week. I would go on Saturdays and I'd go to a blues bar.
Mm.
But aside from that, I went to coffee shops and I'd go hang out at the coffee shop.
What was the allure?
It was nice.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was cheap. Nice. Got to fucking hang out. I just talked to people. People are more friendly out there.
Yeah, because no one wants to talk to you in a coffee shop in the morning.
No, out there, everyone's like, hey, how you doing? If you're sitting alone, people will be like, oh, you mind if I join you? And be like, yeah, go ahead.
Really?
Yeah, and they'll like sit down and chat with you.
That sounds like a nightmare.
No, it's wonderful because they're really nice.
Like
Yeah.
here, if I'm sitting at a coffee shop by myself, someone comes up and wants to sit with me, it's a hard no.
Yeah, you're like, no thank
Or
you,
I'll
go
entertain
away.
it for 3 minutes and pretend to get a text and be like, oh, gotta go.
Yeah.
Because I'm non-confrontational like that.
No, they're like, I don't know, out there, I think too, everyone's in a better mood because you just live by the ocean and it's much more relaxed.
Yeah, there's something about the ocean air.
The ocean air is like, and just being able to look at the ocean when you're driving, or like you go for a run. Man, the amount of runs I went for
By the ocean.
by the ocean, I shit you not, I've never run so much in my life. I was putting down like, well, 2 10Ks, 2 5Ks, and a 20K every week.
Really?
Every single week. Put down, I'd go 5K, 10K, 5K, 10K, and 20K. And then I'd
It's
take
probably
2
the
days
ocean
off.
air.
It's beautiful.
But you'd think it'd be wetter and weigh you down.
No.
No?
Oh,
Just
man.
clear your lungs out?
Yeah, you can just run forever. It's wonderful.
Yeah, the air here fucking
Yeah,
blows.
running here, I start hacking. It feels like I'm smoking darts.
Yeah, well, with the smoke recently,
Yeah.
it was the equivalent of smoking 6
Oh, yeah,
cigarettes a day.
we've had, was it really?
Yeah, that was the, I think in New York it was like 8 to 10.
That is fucked
Like a half pack of darts just by being outside. They were like telling people don't leave. Like
Don't
if you've
go
got
out.
treated air, like stay there.
Yeah,
Because it was that bad.
that's
Because
insane.
I uploaded the last episode to the Spotify servers up in Ottawa, and it was just way too hot for them to handle. Spontaneously combusted.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we're the fault. Like, the fires are our fault because the episodes are just so
You're a
screaming
jackass.
hot. So sorry, everybody, but fucking show must go on. No brakes on this bus.
We didn't start the fire.
Except we did. It was always burning since we lit it.
Oh man.
Yeah, making fun of tragedy. How good you would look fleeing from a forest fire, though. I feel like I would look good.
Dude, I think I would look scared.
No.
Have you ever seen them roll in?
Yeah, they're quick.
Dude, not only are they quick, they're like a wall of fire that's like 30
Yeah.
feet high.
But I feel like me escaping with my family, I would look like Washington crossing the Delaware. You know that painting?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I would be like on the front, like the hood of my car with a flag flying through.
I don't
I'm
think
making-
I think you would
I'm
be
making-
outside. I think you'd be inside your car trying to keep the smoke off you.
No, that's where my family is driving.
You would just
I'm
suck it
clearing
up.
the way. I'm sucking all the fire out of the air into my mouth, and then
You think that some like okay, this is gonna sound bad.
yeah,
But you think that
hit me with it.
if there was a forest fire coming, everyone would be outside with their garden hoses? Like
That would be enough.
I don't think it'd be enough, but I think it would definitely help. Like, just start soaking everything. If there's a if there's a fire going on, you think everyone just go throw your sprinkler out, and the whole fucking city just turn your sprinklers on and leave them running. What's the worst that's gonna happen?
I mean, yeah, you could like, what if just around your house, like as a forest fire prevention,
Yeah,
like you built your house in the middle of like a Las Vegas fountain. You know what I mean? And then the fire's coming, and then you turn on the fountain, and it looks like the front of the MGM Grand, and you're just like, psh,
Yeah.
spraying all this water. Do you think that'd be enough to protect you?
No, because it's really hot. It would boil the water, and then it'd be really
Oh,
hot.
yeah, and then your house is just trapped in a bubble of steam.
Yeah, I know.
And then
that
you
would
just
suck.
cook your family like lobster.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, the screams would be the same.
I feel like you get a good amount of heads up to escape a forest fire.
You get it quite a bit. Yeah.
If you burn to death in a forest fire, it's because you stayed.
Well, or it's because you were close to the ignition point.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. You know what I
In
mean?
which
But like when
case-
it's rolling across, it's like, okay, gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta leave.
I feel like you get ample heads up, especially with vehicles. It's not like you have to escape on buggy. You know what I mean?
Horse and buggy. Well, the Mennonites do.
Yeah, I guess.
You know what?
Who gives them the heads up?
Nobody. No. We don't need to. There's enough.
It's called culling the population.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
good.
I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
For anyone who has Mennonite family, I'm sorry. They're not fucking listening because it's
That's
electronics.
true.
So, yeah. Honestly, the Mennonites, like, I used to like them when I was younger, but
They're not good people.
The older I get, the more I'm like, fuck the Mennonites.
Yeah, they treat
Yeah.
women horribly.
They treat women and children like shit.
They're basically just a front to move drugs.
Yep.
Once you realize how much drugs go through the Mennonite,
Oh, it's fuckloads.
like it's so much.
Fuckloads of drugs. They're not, it's like, we're God's people, except we fucking bust cocaine across the border.
Yeah.
And then, like, they traffic firearms. They fucking, not to mention, they have, like, organized land buying. Like, up north, this is a big problem right now with them.
Okay.
They go up north, and then where you can't grow shit, there's a reason it's all forest and all the people who own land don't farm it. Because
It's not farmable.
you
land.
grow fucking corn that's like this tall, you get one cob.
Yeah.
And it's a shit little cob. They go up there and organize, like, community and fucking buy land and clear cut that shit and turn it into farmland. But then the cities, like the townships, have never had infrastructure to drain away water from
agriculture.
yeah, like, so you know the ditches that we have down here alongside the road, that's to drain away agriculture water.
Yeah.
They don't have that up there
So it
because
just floods roads and shit.
they flood everything, and then the townships it costs them millions of dollars to put this shit in, right? To like go around digging all this shit and put it in, and ultimately they're just clear cutting forest to grow crop that they use for fucking cattle that they send back down south.
Ooh.
They're little bastards.
They are little bastards.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Fucking don't.
Well-
Like, we should have laws that Mennonites can't buy fucking forest land. Because they're like, oh, we use horse and buggy. But then when it comes to clearing forest, they're like, yeah, we'll use diesel-heavy machinery.
What we should do is we should just set up areas for them, and then we can ship them all there.
and be like, this is your
Camps
spot.
of some sort.
Yeah, that's
And
a good
they're not
idea.
allowed to leave.
No, they have to go.
No,
in the
we
camp.
could concentrate them all in those areas.
We could create a group of police officers
Yeah, that
their job is to collect the Mennonites.
is put them all.
They'll be sirs. They're gentlemen. We could call them super sirs.
Super sirs. Yeah, and then they could put that on their uniform so we know they're the different type of police.
That's like a different. They're just for getting the Mennonites.
probably like right on their collar or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
super sirs. Just shorten it up, you know. I think that's a good idea.
I think so too. I'm calling for this. I think people like Mennonites, they're just kind of stupid. Like, it is a stupid way to live, and I don't care if people are like, oh, they're getting back in touch.
No, they're fucking
No,
not.
they're not.
No, they're not.
religious whack jobs.
They are,
and
yeah.
they suck.
Yeah, when people are in cults and they drink Kool-Aid, we consider it a threat to the public. But these motherfuckers can beat their children in public, sell off their 13-year-old daughters as wives, rape and pillage and inbreed, and fucking
Yeah, I
no one
know.
seems to say anything.
If you saw a meth-addicted guy named Jebediah with a neck beard in a Walmart, you'd be like, oh, this guy's stupid. But for some reason, if he doesn't have a light bulb, you're like, oh, well,
He's a
did you know?
genius.
He's a genius.
Yeah.
Like,
I used to work with this.
If you're gonna go back and reject this stuff, go all the way, you coward.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Live in a cave, wear skins. Don't fucking
pick a time that you like.
like zippers I can't wear, but buttons are okay. Like, fuck you.
So I used to work with this lady. She was our manager at a restaurant I used to work at.
Yeah.
I absolutely love her. She is like cream of the crop human being.
Yeah.
She's super intelligent, which I love that about restaurants. You meet the smartest fucking like stupid levels of education and they're just geniuses. And it's like, why are you here? And they're like, I like it. I'm happy here.
Yeah.
Like, but this woman was wonderful. And I remember one day the Mennonites came in because they would occasionally come in. And
So they had no problem eating food cooked by technology.
no, and they just wouldn't tip.
Uh-huh.
They don't tip. Notorious. They would come in, they don't tip.
Yeah, camps it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they came in and she's like pretty good with language and stuff like linguistics. And she starts fucking going off the one day.
Yeah.
And she's like, these dumbasses, blah, blah, they don't even speak. Everyone's, they speak German. It's their culture. She's like, they speak what's called like boss German, like low German.
Yeah.
It's like dumbass German.
It's dumb fuck German.
Yeah, like Germans are like, yeah, that's a retard.
Yeah, that's like what the Dutch speak, right?
I
Like
don't
close-
know. No,
It's like the area of Germany near
that,
near
but
the
the
Netherlands,
Dutch
yeah.
don't. They speak Dutch.
Yeah.
Like, which is more evolved than what they speak. They literally speak like fucking inbred German.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and they're inbred on top of that.
I hate them.
Yeah, the amount of a buddy of mine, his mom, was a teacher and dealt with a lot of like out by that area. For us, there's an area around here,
Yeah.
and she dealt with specifically special needs kids, and she said fuckloads of them are from Mennonites.
Yeah.
And the reason is because the inbreeding's so bad, they have blind, like they get blind kids constantly.
Yeah.
Like deaf and like all sorts of impairments. And
I
it's
mean,
from inbreeding.
If you were like Mennonites, right, and you have that belief system, and 50% of your kids came out retarded, you'd think that'd be like...
That'd be a sign from God.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
to be like, what you're doing doesn't work.
yeah.
Yeah, I've
like-
never understood that when it's like people are like, oh yeah, you keep it pure. You hear these dumbasses are like purity and keeping the lineage pure. The healthiest people in the world are fucking like mixed,
Yeah. A variety of DNA.
Yeah, all sorts of different DNA. That's how you make bigger, stronger people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you keeping it in the family, that's not ideal.
I remember I went up to see Brian's family one time. There's a lot up there.
Oh, really?
And we were in like a grocery store, and this
Oh,
Mennonite...
yeah, I guess there is a bunch up there,
there's
yeah.
a ton. And this Mennonite family comes in the store, and it's like 6 kids. They're all like barefoot, like running through the store. They look disheveled, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like the like husband and wife, and he would have been like, I would think in his mid-40s, and she must have been like 19.
Max. And she already has a bunch of
And
kids.
she's got a gaggle of children. And Brian's like, oh, look, it's cute. The kids are barefoot running around. I'm like, this is sad.
This is
horrifying.
horrifying, yeah.
She started pumping those out at 15 to
Easy.
get to where we are.
Easy.
So,
Yeah.
this ain't good.
The amount of times, like, I used to always go out and I've been out in that area for, like, a bunch of different jobs.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've gone and, like, seen that where it's, like, some 35-year-old guy and his, like, 14-year-old wife.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Like, why do we give these people a pass?
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
I can't
like,
marry a 14-year-old.
yeah, that's fucked, man.
Not saying I want to, but
Yeah,
like...
yeah, we don't want
I'm
to,
not
to be clear.
Amish, and I can't do that.
Yeah,
because
it's not... Well, the Amish, too, are bad. But, like, the Mennonites, I see that shit all the time. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, this is illegal as fuck.
Yeah.
It's so illegal.
There's a lot of guys who will, like, really defend the right to do that.
Why?
I don't know. It's like, dude, just take the L on this one. There's no way to look good defending, like, child brides.
What? Like, what is... I fucking...
There's like a lot of really fucked up people that think the second that a woman can have children,
She might as well.
she might as well, because
Yeah.
that's all they're good for.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what it is.
That's what it
You have a
is.
shit mindset.
Yeah, they have a shit mindset, and if you want to fix your mindset, listen to the Reasonable Doubt podcast.
You should, because
Available
we'll give
on
you some
Spotify,
goddamn
Apple Music,
clarity.
iHeartRadio, Amazon Music. What else we got?
Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts.
YouTube.
Yeah,
We're on YouTube.
everything.
We're on everything.
Josh, I have a question for you. You're a big MLB fan, right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
What are the original MLB teams?
What do you mean the original ones?
What are the original MLB teams? Do you know?
How many? Give me a number, and I'll try and rattle off
10.
10. The Cincinnati Red Stockings. Is that one of them?
That is actually one of them. I'm almost... Yeah, hold up.
The New York Giants.
No, they're not. They weren't in New York originally.
No, where were they? Where were the Giants originally?
They were in San Francisco.
I thought they went from New York to San Francisco.
Oh, it says previous names: New York Gothams.
Gothams.
Yeah. And
Yeah, they
then
had weird names. Pretty sure the Red Sox, right? Boston.
Red Stockings. Yeah, they were all Red Stockings.
Yeah.
Originally.
The Brooklyn Dodgers.
I don't think so.
No.
No.
Is the only one I'm going to be able to get is Kansas City?
Nope.
No.
No.
Chicago.
Yeah. Cubs.
Yep. Shit.
Yeah, I know. Everyone knows the NHL. Like, the
Well, yeah,
originals.
you think about original baseball teams, you're talking about like 1870.
1882.
Yeah, it's like it's a while ago.
1882.
Yeah, not the Yankees, right?
No, the Yankees weren't, which I was surprised by.
Yeah, I think the Yankees came later.
So it goes Atlanta Braves
Oh wow.
in 76.
1876.
1876.
That's so fucked.
Chicago Cubs in 1876.
Yeah.
St. Louis Cardinals.
Okay.
And then,
the Phillies?
Yeah, Philadelphia
The Phillies, yeah.
Pittsburgh Pirates. Cincinnati Red Stockings. San Francisco Giants. And then LA Dodgers.
Okay, so
The
LA
Dodgers. So
the
this
Dodgers used to be in New York.
The Dodgers were Brooklyn Atlantics, and then became Brooklyn Grays,
Yeah.
and then Brooklyn Bridegrooms.
Huh?
Yes.
What?
And then they became Brooklyn Trolley Dodgers. And then that was shortened to the Brooklyn Dodgers.
Yeah. And then they went to LA.
And then they became LA Dodgers.
Yeah,
and then that's when they weren't in the MLB before that. They were just a baseball team.
Yeah, that was the thing
So
too.
their date of entry was 84. And in 84, they were LA Dodgers from Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before there was the MLB, there was just a bunch of baseball leagues.
Yeah. Oh, and Oakland.
Oh, okay.
1901, the Athletics joined. And then...
Well, the Athletics came from Kansas, I'm pretty sure, or somewhere before Kansas.
Philly.
Yeah, Philly, then Kansas,
Philly, then
Oakland.
Kansas, then Oakland.
Yeah.
And then the last one was Minnesota Twins for the top 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which was originally the Washington Senators.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I love old sports
I
teams.
love it. I love
like
it.
the Red Stockings.
Dude, when I looked up like the oldest four that were like early 1800s that were just existing baseball teams that were notable, it was like White Stockings, Red Stockings, Red Stockings, White Stockings. And I was like, everyone just got named after their socks? Like,
Yeah.
the fuck? Yeah, it was like, I think it was like Cincinnati Red Stockings, Boston Red Stockings, Chicago White Stockings,
Yeah.
and there was another one, like a New York one.
That's crazy.
Then it was like, yeah, it might have been like New York White Stockings or something.
Okay.
And those were like some of the oldest known baseball teams in
Yeah.
the U.S.
You ever see Houston's got like a minor league team that's affiliated, the Houston Astros?
Okay, yeah.
The Rocket City Trash Pandas.
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, and they're raccoons.
You're fucking joking.
Like they're
That's
raccoon.
so cool.
I'll show you the logo. They're actually super sick. Minor league baseball teams are actually really funny.
Dude, we have a good minor league baseball team here.
We do.
Yeah, like London Majors. For the record, London has...
Yeah, look at these guys.
Oh, that's super dope.
Yeah.
London has the oldest still functioning baseball park in the world.
Yes. They played one exhibition game in COVID to keep the title.
Yeah.
Because it has to
which
be
is
like,
great.
there has to be
It
at
has
least
to be
one
like
game a year.
One game a year, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I actually had a guy come into the restaurant at the last one I worked at.
Yeah.
And he played, I was like, oh, where are you from? And he's like, oh, I'm from San Francisco. It's like, cool, blah, blah, blah. We're talking. I'm like, what are you doing up here?
Yeah.
I play for London Majors. I was like, what? Because they have like 7 spots per year that they can hire on.
Oh, like out of towners?
Like out of country. So they had like, he was telling me they had like 2 Cuban guys, 2 Mexican guys, and then I think the rest were American.
Okay.
And so he came, they pay for him to come up from San Francisco to play up here.
Oh, yeah, they get a salary. It's not much.
But yeah, but they get a little salary and they get to play ball.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy to me.
That is crazy. It is funny because they do that, and then also the majors do just have tryouts.
Really?
Like, you can just try out if you want.
Dude, we should try out for the majors.
I was talking about that with another buddy. I was like, should we try out for, like, a minor league team and just see how long we can go before they go, like, okay, guys, get
Yeah,
out.
you can't. Yeah.
You can't do this. Like, all right, let's see you bat. And then I miss, like, 30, 90-mile-an-hour pitches in a row. And they're like, okay, buddy. Like, yeah, I don't think... or, like, fuck up a
Do you
very
think they're
good team.
pitching 90s?
At probably high 80s, low 90s, yeah.
I don't know if I could hit that.
You probably couldn't.
Like, that's really fast.
Dude, we went to the batting cages and saw 75.
And we're like, goddamn.
75 miles an hour straight down the pipe, the easiest pitch.
Yeah,
with
that's
no
what we did this
movement.
week. We went to the fucking batting cages.
We did go to the batting cages and
Yeah.
the driving range and did a little
And
go-kart
go-karting.
action.
Yeah.
Something primal about go-karts, man. I fucking
Something
love
primal.
I'm not like a motorsport guy. Like, I don't really watch motorsport.
Yeah.
I don't watch NASCAR.
But
or
I
F1
love
or
doing
anything.
it.
But the second I'm in a go-kart, like,
Yeah.
I'm Michael Schumacher.
I really want to do... I know, I was like fucking hugging.
I was
I'm,
like, I was just
hugging
hitting
outside
lines.
and then just like cut in. All the knowledge that I had from racing video games as a child.
Yeah,
I was
NASCAR
like-
2003.
Yeah, I was like, that's it. It's here, baby.
I knew I was knowing how to hit corners with minimal braking so I
Yeah.
wouldn't slow down.
Oh, man, I didn't brake at all. I barely took my foot off the gas.
Yeah, barely.
Yeah, I would just like come in.
I was tapping the brakes because in those go-karts, if you hit the brake, like if you just tapped it at the perfect time going around the corner, the back end would swing out.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I was doing that a lot.
Yeah, they tell you not to do
They
that.
they really tell you not to do that. I
Yeah.
also rubbed the wall pretty good.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Dude, I was like an inch from the wall at
I
all
know.
times.
Well, I was trying to keep it so close because I thought it'd be cool. And then one of the tires was just
Yeah,
out more. It was like,
Oh, man. I want to go do one of those ones. You can pay closer to Toronto. There's indoor tracks. They're
Yeah.
really nice. And those things go like 85 kilometers an hour. That's
should
pretty
do that.
quick, man, for a go-kart. We should go do that. Your girlfriend wants to go.
all right.
Yeah.
Let's do
I
it.
already was like, we should go. Let's go.
Well, she won the go-kart race,
She
so
won.
of course she's
She
juiced
took
on
me on the inside, fucking right at the end. I was pissed. Come on, man.
I know, it was so textbook.
Yeah.
Like, everyone was having a good time. Everyone's, like, laughing and shit.
And
And I look over at her as she's coming around a corner. Determination.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
she was winning that
I'm
race.
laughing and like, do, and I look over and just see like, like mean mug and like, oh, she wants.
It's
she
crazy
wants
what
it.
she can do when there's no curbs to hit.
Oh, poor thing. Poor thing.
Poor thing. What, her car? I'm
Oh,
joking.
her-
I digress. I
her
digress.
ego. Oh man. Well, fuck. I saw something. Well, I just want to say this. No, I'll say it after. That's fine.
Okay.
You see, the guy unofficially ran. So there's been a huge talk that you can't run a sub 2 hour marathon.
Okay. Is that just like the limit that people have generally accepted?
Like you can't do it.
Yeah.
It can't be done. Like even with people with steroids and stuff, where they're training for endurance with steroids, like sub 2 hour marathon just can't be done.
Okay.
Like the human body just can't do it.
I bet if I tried really hard.
Nope. Yeah. No.
How long's a marathon?
48 kilometers.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sub 2 hours is fucking. You're running like, I think. Well, what's the math on that?
You're running 25 kilometers an hour. That's so fast.
I know, but what is that in rate, like running terms? Like, what's your minutes per kilometer?
Minutes per kilometer?
Yeah, like so 48
2?
Divided by 120. So you have to be running a like sub 4 minute kilometer, which is doable for like a 10K or a 20K.
But it's just too long.
Yeah, like when I run 5Ks, I ran sub 4 minute. 10Ks, I was about 4 minutes. 20Ks, I was like 5.5, 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Like,
I know. I've seen people that'll like the best marathon runners.
Yeah.
They'll like set a treadmill to their average speed.
Yeah.
And get people to run on it for 5 minutes.
It's fast.
And it's fast as fuck. And they're like, yeah, but you got to do that for like 2.5, 3 hours.
Yeah.
There's no chance.
Yeah. So this guy ran sub 4 minute kilometer, right?
Yeah.
Like, and he ran a sub 2 hour marathon.
Are you calling cheats?
Yes.
I'm calling cheats.
No, yes. It's known because basically how he did it was that he just wanted to prove a point.
Oh, okay.
That
That's
can
the
be
best
done.
kind of dude.
Yeah, he was like, he just wanted to prove a point that it can be done.
Yeah.
So he didn't run it in an official race. And he basically had a team of like 5 people rotating at all times that ran in a V formation in front of him, and they would rotate off
the air
to cut the air for him, and they would rotate off to let him. Yeah, they would rotate off to like give him fucking
zero wind resistance.
So because they're running like sub 4 minute time, right? It's hard. So they're rotating through these guys and then getting driven up, and they rotate through to keep cutting air resistance for them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the way. I didn't think wind resistance would have that much of an effect.
Oh, it's got a huge effect. Are you
That's
kidding me?
crazy. So he did cheat.
Yeah. But he just wanted to prove a point.
Yeah.
That, like, you can run a sub 2 hour marathon. He ran it in like an hour and 58 minutes or something.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hour
Fast.
58. So he was like
under. Just under, but he did it. And that's insane.
Yeah.
Like the next closest time I think for an official he set, and it was like 2:01:45.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I could run a marathon in 6 hours.
Really?
Yeah. 6 hours. You're running at like under 10 kilometers an hour at that point.
6 hours. Yeah, you're using some weird measurements.
Well, I'm thinking of speed.
Yeah, I'm thinking of speed too, but I think of speed for running in like
feet per second.
In like no kilometers or like minutes per kilometer. Like how fast you run each kilometer.
Oh, okay.
Right?
I bet I could do a 10-minute kilometer.
Yeah, but is that enough to run it in 6 hours? What's 48? So what's
10 kilometers an hour times 6? That's 60 kilometers.
Huh?
10 kilometers an hour times 6 hours is 60 kilometers. So I could easily get it done.
So
in 10.
360.
Why are you doing by the minute?
Because I'm trying to see how fast that. Because that's running measurement.
Yeah.
That's how you measure foot running.
Okay.
Like,
I'm not a runner.
That?
I know.
That's a thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
is
running,
it like the Canadian thing where we measure distance and time?
No, like it's just a running thing. Like
okay.
If someone's talking about running, they'll tell you how fast they run a kilometer.
Okay.
And then they'll tell you Like they'll tell you their average for per kilometer over whatever the distance of that run was.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They'll be like, oh, I run like 4:30. And that means they run like a 4-minute, 30-second kilometer and whatever they're like, however long they run for.
All right. This is a bit of a hot take because I know you like running.
Hold up, 360.
All right, you do the math.
40. Yeah, you have 13 minutes to run each kilometer. That's fucking loads of time.
That's tons of time. I bet I could do
Yeah,
it.
you could do it in 6 hours then, hopefully.
Running is dumb. I'm just going to drop it right now.
Why?
Running, it's a stupid sport.
Why?
Because it sucks. Everyone who talks about runner's high, you're lying to
No,
yourself.
you get runner's high.
No, you don't.
Yes, you do. I used to think you didn't, and then I started running a lot. And when I ran, like at my peak of running, it's not like doing a line of cocaine. Like they say that. When I hear runners say that, they're like, it's like doing blow. I'm
You've
like,
never
you've
done blow."
never done enough blow. I can tell you that for sure.
The only high I can imagine with running is when you finally get to stop running.
No, that's the worst part. It is the worst part.
How's that
It's
the
very
worst
jarring.
part?
It's very jarring when your leg sees up.
Yeah, this is so stupid.
No,
you
okay,
want an
just
exercise
listen.
like this? Swim.
There's
Ride
a
a
point.
bike.
There's a point you can achieve if your like cardio is good enough and you're good enough at running. Because they say it'll just happen. It doesn't just happen. That's not like I fucking smoke and I'm like mildly overweight. You fucking don't just get runner's high. Like, I get what I feel like are heart attacks coming on.
Yeah, this runner's high is fantastic. I can't breathe. I'm sweating like crazy. My calves
That's what
are
I'm saying.
solid
See,
concrete.
you don't get that. If you run enough, you'll get in a state where you can just run like that for like hours. You'll find your pace and you just get in this motion and you can just run like that endlessly. And it feels weird because it feels effortless. And that's runner's high.
Oh, okay.
Where you're just able to like continue on endlessly.
That's the worst high I've ever heard of.
It's actually a lot of fun.
I think part of my problem is everybody looks like a dork when they run. No one looks cool
Why?
running. Because you just fucking...
Dude, you feel sick.
You little
feel
fucking
sick.
arm thing, you're like kicking your feet out. You look like a douche. You ever want to see the crowd of the worst people? Watch a marathon.
Yeah,
Fucking nipples bleeding all over the place. Oh, thanks for my little cup of water.
marathon
Shut
runners.
up.
Marathon runners. I don't think I would ever get into marathon running. Running marathons, I think, is dumb.
Yeah, it's all
I think,
dumb.
I think running marathons is dumb. A, you're on pavement. That's stupid as fuck. And then B, like what, everyone trains for 48 kilometers. It's this really obscure number. It's kind of dumb. Ultra marathons, I think, are cool.
Yeah.
I think if you run 100 fucking miles and it takes you like however long, like guys who go out and do like a 200-mile ultra marathon and they're like, yeah, it took me 36 hours. And I'm like, you ran for 36 hours. That's fucking mind-boggling.
I think I'd be more on board if it was like there were other events. Like you would run for an hour.
So you like
and then you had to like
triathletes?
Well, like I like triathletes because I don't mind swimming
Is
and
this because
cycling.
you like Bruce Jenner? And you missed
Caitlyn.
Bruce? Well, I know, but Bruce Jenner was the athlete. Now it's Caitlyn.
I guess.
Caitlyn Jenner didn't run the fucking...
No, she just ran someone over in a car.
Yeah, fact. Piece of shit.
Piece of shit. Yeah. No, if there were other events in the marathon, like if there was target shooting or like hand-to-hand combat.
That's a thing, dude.
What is it?
There's fucking... what's the one where you cross-country ski and then you shoot?
Oh, yeah, like the winter one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that's a
No,
fucking...
where the running should just be a point A to B to get to your next event. Then I'm fine.
They have the triathletes. My father did that.
Yeah, triathletes are fine.
He did, what is it? Yeah, running, swimming, and biking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Why is that fine?
Because there's other shit that's fun. Like it's a dumb sport.
Why
You're
don't,
just
why don't
going
we
from
train for a triathlon and then you tell me how fun it is?
No, it's not going to be fun. I'm going to have a
Well,
bad time.
I thought it was fun.
I'd like the biking part. I like biking.
I would like the swimming.
Yeah, swimming would be fun.
Especially if I get to do swimming last, like after I'm really hot.
Yeah, it probably feels pretty good.
Yeah, you dive in, you'd be like, I'll just hang out
I
here.
think that is how it works, isn't it? You like bike, then you run, then you swim.
I would hope that's the order, but I don't think that's the order. I think you run. I don't know.
Run, swim, bike.
It's something like that. Like
your
it's
bike's
dumb.
waiting for you at
On
the end
the
of the
other
swim.
side of the swim. Yeah, like
Yeah.
I think it is something like that. It's fucking stupid. Because I've
Then you
always
got to
been
sit on your bike seat all wet.
all wet, and then I would imagine you get horrible chafing.
Oh, the chafe.
What do you not?
That's why
from
I
being all
don't-
wet.
That's why I don't do triathlons.
Yeah, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason, because I chafe easy.
What is the order of triathlon? Okay. Swim. Oh my God. You start with a swim.
Oh,
Swim followed by a cycle ride followed by a run. Dude, you would finish and your ball sack would look like cherries. What the fuck is that, man?
you look like a bruised peach.
What a horrendous fucking order. Why can't we swim last? Well, swimming should be the last. Well, I imagine probably because they want people drowning.
Yeah.
That's probably what it
Probably.
is that they're like, let's make sure they have enough energy to get through the swim. If they fall off the bike, whatever.
If they fall off the bike or fall down.
While running, it's
While
not a
running.
big deal, yeah.
What about a decathlon?
Yeah, what? So that's what Bruce Jenner, like that's the record Bruce Jenner set is, yeah, or Caitlyn Jenner. I don't know.
Oh, it's a 2-day event.
Decathlon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100 meter sprint, long jump, shot put, high jump, 400 meters, 110 meter hurdles, discus, pole vault, javelin.
Hold up, start that over again.
100 meter sprint,
Okay.
long jump,
Shot put,
high jump,
400 meter,
110 meter hurdles,
and then discus.
pole vault, javelin, and 1500 meters.
That's a fucking
See,
Matt,
that
that's why
sounds
people.
awesome.
That's why people love Caitlyn Jenner right there.
Yeah,
That's why.
because
You know why? Because Bruce Jenner was
beating black guys at running.
dude. The Dave Chappelle bit is so true. Like that, he's like,
They put them on cereal boxes and shit.
yeah, he was like, man, Bruce Jenner was an American hero. He beat Kenyans at track and field.
That's why we look at Larry Bird and we're just like, no one really says it, but we look at Larry
Yeah.
Bird and we're like,
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Caitlyn Jenner, when we're what I don't know how do you address that?
I'm pretty sure.
It's Bruce Jenner because that's when it happened, right?
Or, well, I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not misnaming. I have no intention of misnaming, folks.
Yeah.
Or what's it? It's called misnaming, right? What's the name? for
Dead
that?
naming.
Dead naming. Yeah, sorry. I
naming.
knew there was a naming thing.
I love watching white guys come off the bench in basketball.
Yo,
You ever notice
Austin,
that?
don't talk shit, man. Austin Reeves
Yeah.
for the Lakers, fucking, he put up a lot of points, saved LeBron's ass a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That's
Won
gotta
them
feel
games. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Being the fucking
Being
dopiest looking
LeBron's
white
hero.
dude you've ever seen, and he rolls up and is an all-star.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, his contract renegotiation is gonna look pretty sick next year.
Mm-hmm. What's the finals at right now?
Was there one? There was one last night. I probably didn't watch because
Oh,
I don't
no.
give a fuck about this series.
Aren't the Celtics playing?
No,
No.
it's Heat and
Oh, it's
fucking
Heat and Nuggets.
Yeah.
I think the Nuggets are up 3-1.
Yeah, Nuggets are up 3-1. Yeah.
Why'd the Celtics lose? I want your input.
They played like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Celtics hat on right now.
Oh, because they were going to be the first team to come back from a 3-0.
Yeah, that's never gonna happen.
No.
There's been one 3-1 in history, 3-1 return,
Yeah.
which could happen.
3-0 is tough.
3-0 it's never ever happened in NBA history.
Yeah.
Nobody has ever come back from a 3-0. One team in history has come back from a 3-1, and that was the Cavs with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a fucking,
you
it's a
think-
feat
Do you think Cleveland's still upset
that he
at
left.
LeBron?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think he'll go back?
Maybe he'll play his
Like
last
one
season or
last
two
season
there.
there?
Yeah.
That'd kind of be good for the storyline, eh?
Maybe his son,
Bronny.
yeah, Bronny James, right?
Yeah.
Bronny Jr. Yeah,
What a stupid fucking
yeah,
name.
I know. That's so fucking dumb. But he wants to play with his son. He wants to play in the NBA with his son. he said that publicly because people have asked about his retirement, which is dumb. Like, he's still playing at an apex level of basketball.
Yeah, he's still like one of the best.
Yeah, like
if not the best.
people are like, oh man, look at how far he's not playing well. And it's like, yeah, he's not playing peak LeBron, but he's still better than like 90% of the players in the league.
Yeah.
He still outperforms like most basketball players.
Yeah.
You know, like, do I think he's the same as like Jokic or Luka or fucking Ja Morant or something? No, he's not playing at that level anymore. But he's still like up there with them.
Yeah.
So just
is Ja Morant the guy that just got busted waving a gun around in his car?
Yeah, he's been busted a couple times for that exact thing.
Dude, I saw the video where his boy is like recording. He's like, "Yo, we hanging out." And he pulls out a gun, and his friend like instantly takes the camera off.
Bro,
him.
he's dumb with firearms. I don't know what his deal is. It's like fucking Ja Morant's I love Ja Morant. He's a sick player. He's so much fun to watch. He's so risky. He makes me fucking like cringe sometimes. Because he'll jump in for shit and he's like not a big beefy dude. And like fucking falling, throw shit up to the net and you're like, you are going to break a leg. Like, stop. Your career is worth so much. You're so valuable. And he's just so fucking ballsy. But
he keeps waving guns around.
Yeah, and it kills me because he hasn't been penalized by the NBA, really.
Really?
No, they haven't really said anything. They were like, stop doing that. They told him.
Stop it.
Yeah, they like his friends showed up with guns at a fucking game, and they were like, no guns. And he was like, okay, no guns inside. But fucking
inside.
Yeah, but
he's
like
in the car, boys.
Yeah, like Kyrie Irving doesn't even make a comment. Just shares a link about some black Israelite shit because Kyrie's crazy, which everyone already knew. And that dude loses his fucking Nike contract and gets canceled. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? Ja Morant's there with firearms, but someone talks a little shit about the Jews and they lose everything. You guys are fucked. Like, don't tell me someone's not pulling strings there.
Whoa.
It's fucking, I'm just saying. It's fucking insane. Kyrie Irving's one of the best, he's the best ball handler to ever play basketball. He's better than Allen Iverson, man. He's literally the best ball handler of all time. He's a legendary person, and he's a known dumb motherfucker. He didn't get vaccinated and didn't play for how long. I don't give a fuck what links he shares on Twitter. He's dumb as shit, dude. We know he's dumb. Don't fucking get in here with this shit and be pulling strings to get him canceled. We know he's an idiot. Leave him alone. Like, fuck.
Let him be dumb and play basketball.
Yeah. And then, like, the first game in Brooklyn, there's, like, 3 little fucking Jewish kids that rented out the entirety of the floor seats when he came back. And I was like, bro, you're fucking proving the whole stereotype of you guys being rich and being able to pull strings. This fucking, he got canceled for not saying anything, sharing a link.
Yeah.
And then you guys magically had like $2 million in Brooklyn Nets seats. How the fuck did that happen? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? Stop.
I love fucking the black Israelites. They're like a constant, like, I laugh all the time
insane.
at them.
It's
I love
insane
them. A buddy of mine sent me a video one time. There's like a Jewish guy in New York, and he's surrounded by black Israelites. There's like 8 of them. And they're like, the Holocaust was a joke. And the Jewish guy's like, oh, what are you saying? He's like, the Holocaust was a joke. He's like, stop. He's crying. They're like, cry about it, white boy.
Oh my God.
So all the time I'll just look at him and go, cry, white boy. The Holocaust was a joke.
It's so fucked. It's so fucked. Yeah, when I saw that, I was like, I don't know. I was like, fair enough. Like, I didn't think he should have gotten canceled as long as he did, but I think, like, yeah, I'd suspend him for a game or two and be like, yo, watch what you fucking put online. Like, don't be a dumbass. Yeah, he's been a dumbass before.
There's got to be something in your contract with teams that are like, yo, don't be a fucking moron
Yeah, don't
online.
be a fucking moron online. Like, well, this is a problem with Kyrie. Like, when he went off during COVID, and it was like, Jesus, man. Like, come on. So, like, I don't...
because he couldn't play at home for a while, right?
He couldn't play for a while because he was fucking...
Yeah.
Like, wouldn't get vaccinated and was, like, speaking out against vaccine and shit, like, crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
And, like, not that... I'm not going to get into it, but he went overboard. Because other players were like, look, man, I don't agree with the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. But they would isolate, and then be allowed to play
Yeah.
unvaxxed. And
But
he
refuse
was
it.
like, fuck that. I'm living normal life. And that's like, Kyrie, shut the fuck up, man. You're one of my favorite players. Like, shut up, sit in a hotel room for 2 weeks, and then go play basketball. That's what I want from you. Like, fuck.
I love when like athletes get on some crazy shit. Like tons of basketball players are flat earthers.
Oh, man. Dude, he's a flat earther. There's another
Kyrie's
example.
one of the flat
Kyrie's
earthers.
a flat earther, dude. That's what I'm saying. He just because he posts some Black Israelite shit, the dude believes the earth is flat. I don't give a. Of course he believes that the Black Israelite shit. It's dumb. Of course we can't penalize him for retardation. Okay, like fuck.
Yeah, fucking wasn't.
It's a miracle he made it to the NBA.
Meta World Peace had some weird shit.
Yeah. Fuck. Oh man, it's so infuriating.
Because like.
But then Ja just like, so they were playing like Philly or something, and fucking Ja shows up with his crew, and they're pointing fucking red dot sight rifles out of the car driving by the Philly bus, and it's like,
How do you not get...
they said they were lasers, and the fucking bus driver swears up and down that they were red dot sights on a fucking... like laser sights on a fucking assault rifles. And I'm like, and he didn't get no game suspension. I'm like, bro, come on, man. Like, that's dumb. He's a child. He's also like 19.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
you
he's
need
just
to
19.
penalize. He needs to be parented, obviously.
Yeah.
Fucking NBA, you're the big parent. Be like, yo, that's bad. Don't do that.
Yeah.
That's dumb. No fucking pointing guns at people. You know?
No!
Yeah, no doing that.
No guns at people!
Especially when you're like fucking definitely going to be one of the next greatest players of all time.
Yeah, don't tarnish that by like having one of your boys let a shot off accidentally.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? Oh my god, this guy.
You imagine you're like one of his dumb fuck friends, like before he gets drafted. You're just sitting around being dumb.
Yeah.
And then just like he gets drafted and now all this money is just around you and you get to have big guns and you're like, you know what I should do? Fuck this up.
Fuck this up for him. Yeah,
Yeah, I should fuck this up for him and myself. I'm getting like his boys are getting a free ride right now.
Dude, it's
for
ridiculous.
doing nothing. For just hanging around and being his friends.
Yeah. It's fucking
And they're
insane.
like, we should point guns at people.
I don't understand that. What this is some ghetto shit. It's some ghetto shit. I don't understand this.
What, you take your boys out the hood?
Yeah, like what is with that?
They're your boys. I would do it for you. I'd take you out the hood.
Yeah, but I wouldn't just hang out with you all day. I would get you a good job. Like, I wouldn't be like, hey, Josh, hang out with me. I'll pay you 60 grand a year.
I would get paid 60 grand a year to hang out with you.
Like, okay, yeah, but we do a podcast.
That's true.
Yeah, I would be like, hey, Josh, here's a fucking, some bullshit task. Be like, hey, once a month you gotta fucking
that's what he
water
needs.
my plants.
That's what he needs. He needs to get one of his friends. Be like, I'll pay you $500,000 a year to make sure I don't point guns at anything.
Yeah, exactly. Like, don't like something.
Like you're gonna be the gun friend who makes sure that guns don't get pointed.
Yeah.
And
Otherwise,
then he can
it's
just
insane.
like get one boy that like really cares about him.
Yeah.
To make sure he doesn't fuck this up.
up.
I'm not a basketball fan, and I know about this guy.
He's also like super fucking drunk all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He must be a nightmare in the locker room.
Dude, I would imagine he's like big on gin and shit, and apparently he just gets trashed and then comes out and like the next morning plays games.
Oof.
Yeah, I know. He can do it. He's young still, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be like another Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was cool.
He was sick.
Rodman in North Korea.
Oh yeah,
That's so.
still going to North Korea.
Yeah, he loves it there. They love him.
Yeah.
Good for Rodman.
All right.
Oh shit, we're there, aren't we?
Yeah. All right,
So
folks.
you got shit to do, don't you?
we got a big day.
We got a big day ahead of us. Big day.
Big day.
Big day.
Thank you very much,
Thanks
folks.
for listening to basketball and running talk and how much I fucking hate Mennonites.
Wow.
I fucking hate it. Like I'm generally not.
Don't be dumb. Put smart shit on the interweb.
Yeah, don't post. If any of our listeners are getting paid millions and millions of dollars a year to play basketball,
Stop putting dumb shit out
the
there.
Earth is round. Stop posting dumb. Let's just say if you're a professional athlete or
Don't
you're
put-
in the public eye at all,
Yeah.
like maybe put your pride to the side and realize what is acceptable to put on the internet.
Yeah, be like, you know what?
That's
I should
actually
just...
insanely rich coming from us.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's pretty fucking stupid to say.
All right, folks.
Stay reasonable.
Keep doubting.
We love you so much.
Reasonable Doubt Podcast. If you guys like funny, hilarious, goofy, goober, silly boys podcast, that is a good place to find yourself.
That was a good one.